Hello everyone, we will study 9th class physics, upthrust in fluids, Archimedes principle and flotation one by one. First we start upthrust. What is upthrust? The upward force exerted on a body by the fluid in which it is submerged is called upthrust or otherwise known as buoyant force. So what do you understand? When a body immersed in a liquid, a force exerted by the liquid to the body in upward direction, that is called upthrust. So the property of liquid to exert an upward force on a body which is immersed in it is called buoyancy. So the property of this liquid is called buoyancy. This property is known as buoyancy. So now do an experiment. Pushing an empty can into water. You take an empty can and close its mouth with a airtight stopper and put in water. If you push the can into water, we feel a upward force which opposes the push, and it is difficult to push into further inside the water. So due to an upward force, this is called upthrust. Another example, pushing a cork into water. You take an cork and put in water. What happens if you push it inside the water and again you leave the force? What happens? Again it will come to the surface due to an upward force, that is upthrust. So now the formula of upthrust is V rho G. What is V? The volume of the solid submerged in the liquid. Rho is the density of the liquid and G is the acceleration due to gravity. You have to derive this formula. Before deriving, you have to know the liquid pressure. Already you have read in the previous chapter. So what is Pascal's law? Pascal's law states that the pressure exerted anywhere in confined liquid is transmitted equally and undiminished in all directions throughout the liquid. So the liquid exerts pressure in all directions. The formula, you know, P is equal to pressure is equal to H rho G. H is the height, that is depth of the liquid. Rho is the density of the liquid. G is the acceleration due to gravity. So what is the region of upthrust? You see that a body is immersed in water. So here this upper surface pressure is P1 and downward, and the lower surface pressure is P2, that is in upward direction. As the height is more here, so P2 is greater than what? P1. So pressure of P2 is greater than P1. So you know, and both sides same force acted, therefore this neutralize each other. So due to the pressure more, the force also more. So in comparison to force, the force here more than the force acted on the upper surface. So on the difference of force came, so that is upward force, that is upthrust. Come to derive the formula of upthrust, that is V rho G. I told you what is V, the volume of the solid submerged in the liquid. Rho is the density of the liquid. G is the acceleration due to gravity. So now you derive. How you derive? You see, you take one cylindrical object, that is you take A, B, C, D an object. Okay, so object, it is submerged in the liquid. So here the upper cross section area A, the cross section area is equal to A. Here also A, here also A. Okay, now it is the height up to this upper surface height H1, the lower surface this to take the height H2. Here height H1, here height H2. So now the pressure exerted at the upper surface. So what happened? Pressure. So pressure first P1 is equal to H1 rho G. Okay. So P1 H1 rho G. Now what happened? You know the force formula, F is equal to what? Pressure is equal to F by the pressure is equal to what? You know pressure is equal to F by A. So F is equal to pressure into area. Pressure into area. So what happened here? Force on the upper surface. But the force here upper surface F1 is equal to what? Pressure into area. Pressure what? H1 rho G into area A. Okay, you take this equation 1. So now come to the lower surface. Lower surface. Lower surface, this is the upper surface. Upper surface. Okay, now come to lower surface. Lower surface. So P2 is equal to H2 rho G. Okay, now happen force force F2 is equal to what? Pressure into area, H2 rho g into area also A. Okay, this you take equation 2. Now what happen? Here that pressure is equal to H1 rho g A, here H2 rho g. What happen? That the height increases, so what happen? Pressure also increases. So what is the difference of force? The difference force is buoyant force. So what is the buoyant force? Fb, you take Fb is equal to F2 minus what? F1. This is the buoyant force. Now put what is F2? H2 rho GA minus H1 rho GA. Okay. Now what happens? You take this common. This is take A common. Both A rho G take common. What you got? H2 minus H1. So see here H2 minus H1. H2 minus H1 is the H, the height of the cylindrical body H. So you can write here rho G A into height H. So A into H, that area into the height, area of the cross section into height of the body became what? Volume. So rho G into volume, here V rho G. So we got what formula? That is F2 minus F1, the buoyant force became what? V rho G. V the volume of the submerged object, rho is the density of the liquid, G the acceleration due to gravity. This is the derivation of upthrust V rho G. Now come to the characteristics properties of upthrust. So actually the upthrust due to fluid on a body immersed in it depends upon the following 4 factors. The upthrust is affected by 4 factors, depends on 4 factors. What is the first? The volume of the body submerged in the liquid. So what happen? First point, if volume more, upthrust more. So what happen? First point got upthrust. Upthrust is directly proportional to volume. That's equal to volume of the body. Okay. Now come to second. Finish first. Second, the density of the fluid in which the body is submerged. So density also that affect the upthrust. So what happen? The relation, if density more, upthrust more. So same. So upthrust is directional to density. Directional to density. Now come to third. Third, acceleration due to gravity. Same thing, direct proportional. If acceleration due to gravity, direct proportional. So what do you got? Upthrust is directional to acceleration to gravity, that is G. Now the fourth factor, that is temperature of the fluid. If the temperature of the fluid increases, what happens? The volume increases. As the volume increases, the density decreases. Therefore, what happens? That upthrust is inversely proportional to temperature. As you know, upthrust, already I have told you, upthrust is equal to what? V rho G. So if density decreases, upthrust also decreases. Upthrust what? Decreases. So as temperature increases, upthrust decreases. So these are the 4 factors. You have to remember the factors that factors affect the upthrust. Okay. Now come to Archimedes principle. What is Archimedes principle? Archimedes principle states that when a body is immersed partially or completely in a liquid, it experiences an upthrust which is equal to the weight of the liquid displaced by it. Listen again, I am telling, always coming question, state Archimedes principle. The Archimedes principle states that when a body is immersed partially or completely in a liquid, it experiences an upthrust which is equal to the weight of the liquid displaced by it. So I have verified. So what Archimedes told, that upthrust is equal to weight of the displaced liquid. So you have to verify it. How will verify this? How will verify? So verification. So we know that upthrust is equal to V rho G. What is V? V is equal to what? Volume of the solid immersed into density of liquid into G, that is acceleration due to gravity. So already have before you know this, that when a solid immersed in water, that the volume of the solid immersed is equal to the volume of the liquid displaced. So you can write volume of the liquid displaced into what? Density of the liquid into G. So this is volume, that you know that volume into density. You know that density is equal to what? Density is equal to mass by volume. So mass is equal to what? Density into volume. So you can write here mass of the liquid displaced into, this became what? Mass. This became mass into G. So mass into G became what? W. That is the weight of the liquid displaced. Or displaced liquid. So you got the verification of thrust is equal to weight of the liquid displaced. Okay. Now we will do one experiment for verification of Archimedes principle. Okay, take a solid, suspend it by a thin thread from the hook of a spring balance. Now you note the weight of the solid. Now take a Eureka can and fill it with water up to its spout. Immerse the solid into the water of the Eureka can. The water displaced by it gets collected in the measuring cylinder. When water stops dripping through the spout, note the weight of the solid and the volume of the water collected in the measuring cylinder. So what you got? You got that weight of the water displaced is equal to loss in weight, that is upthrust. Thus, the weight of water displaced by the solid is equal to the loss in weight of the solid. This verifies Archimedes principle. Okay, thank you.